working over here in our makeshift kitchen. I have with me Hugh Groman, hospitality expert. This is the time of year, a lot of gatherings, a lot of family events, and the last thing a lot of people want is the stress of having to make something to bring to some of those holiday parties. So you're showing us some low-stress options. What do we have here?
Well, you have 3 items that you can make ahead and serve at your party so that you can enjoy cooking during the day. Some people love to cook. Enjoy it during the day when we're relaxed. And then when the guests come, you can just have everything all laid out and you're ready to go.
So the key is you can prepare these well in advance so you can have time to socialize.
Yeah, most of this stuff can be done the day before even.
Okay, so what are we working on over here?
So right now I'm just showing you how to make some baguette toasts. You slice the baguette, put them on a sheet tray with lots of olive oil, salt, and pepper. Bake it for about 325 for about 15 minutes, just until it starts to get a little bit golden.
Okay, so till it looks
And this is served with a crab salad. It's so yummy. So it's fresh crab, mayonnaise, Parmesan cheese, chives, fresh chives, fresh thyme, a little bit of cayenne pepper.
Just a pinch.
Yeah. And then you just stir it up.
Mix it all together.
And here, you want to stir it for me?
Sure.
Okay, great. Here, I'll make some room on the table. So you stir that up, and then it's ready to go. You can put it in the fridge and just assemble these right before your party because otherwise the baguette toast could get a little soggy.
And crab is a great item to work with this time of year because it's a staple.
Yeah, it's very seasonal, very fresh. Tables. It's local, and everybody loves it.
Definitely. So what's over here?
So then the next one is a smoked salmon wrapped around fresh goat cheese with chives and tarragon. And I want to show how to cut chives properly. I was recently demonstrating this for one of my co-workers, and you start out with a little, we call this the claw, protects your fingertips, and then you want to, the tip of your knife should be hitting the cutting board, and think of it like an elliptical machine.
Okay.
So the tip of your knife is connected to the cutting board, and then you're rotating it in just a very sort of oval thing, and you're going for as small as you can, and then you have these beautiful little chives.
Now, why is it important to cut it that way? Does it make
Well, it looks professional. It looks professional, and it looks fancy.
Okay,
so this is super easy.
For aesthetic purposes.
Yeah, aesthetic, yeah. So we've got these little balls of goat cheese and these strips of smoked salmon, and you just wrap them up.
Now, can you buy the goat cheese already in the
No, we just scoop them. We just scoop them, but and then you just dip them into the chives.
You can tell how low maintenance I am.
Yeah.
Can I buy this
You
already?
might be able to, but they don't have to be perfect little balls. Don't ever let perfect be the enemy of wonderful.
Okay.
People suffer from trying to make things perfect. Perfect doesn't exist.
When it comes to food, I don't even try.
Good, good. Well, then you're perfect then.
Our last item over here.
Yeah, frittata with yams and cheddar and brown butter and sage.
That sounds more complicated, but it's not.
Well, this is a little bit more effort to prep all these ingredients, but, you know, people like to cook. It's fun. It's relaxing. So here's the great tip on this frittata. We've got grated cheddar, and you put the cheese on the pan. This is like a 9.5 or 9 by 13 pan, and you start out with the cheese, and what that does is once it's all done, the cheese allows it to come right up off the pan. It's sort of like, basically oils your pan.
So you don't need like that non-stick spray?
Yeah, okay. So this is great. And then you've got these yams or sweet potatoes that we've pre-roasted. We sliced and roasted with olive oil, salt, and pepper in the oven.
And then on top, and
then there's the caramelized onions.
Onions, okay.
And then you just kind of use your fingers. And then this mix, here's some fresh rosemary.
Okay,
so
and
yummy.
then how long do you bake that?
This is going to take about 20 minutes in the oven at 375 until the center is set. And then all you do is this is a mix of cream and eggs and salt and pepper and cayenne and some other fresh herbs. So these recipes are on the site ktvu.com. And then you just pour this over the top.
And then bake it?
And then bake it in the oven for about 20, maybe 25 minutes, just until the center is just set. And then you let it cool, and you cut it into little squares. And you can serve it warm if you want to take the extra effort to warm it up, but it's really good at room temperature as well.
But the recurring theme in all of these is that you can make these in advance so that you don't have to worry the day of your event and the day of
Absolutely. Make ahead, serve at room temperature, and relax and have a good time. Because if you're not having a good time at your party, it doesn't set the tone that you want to set. You want to be there with a drink, with the music on, ready to greet your guests and socialize.
All right. But from the hospitality expert himself, Hugh Groman, thanks for those tips. We're going to have all those recipes posted online under our Mornings on 2 page.